Crime Tracker 10 has been reporting on an increase in crime involving young kids and teens. We heard from nearly a dozen police agencies discussing the spike in purse thefts and carjackings, many of those officers claiming they would arrest the suspects only for them to be immediately released from custody.
Juvenile court judges fired back, calling it propaganda. 10 TV's Lacey Chris spoke with juvenile court judge Kim Brown.
I obviously disagree that the court is coddling or soft on crime or running, catch and release programs.
Several law enforcement agencies joined together last week to explain how a group of about 40 juveniles were wreaking havoc in central Ohio, from purse snatchings to car thefts.
And if we lock them up and before we could get back to the station and finish up our paperwork, they're back out victimizing people, that is a major, major problem for us.
In response, juvenile court judge Kim Brown wrote a letter calling the press conference propaganda, and that since the 1990s, juvenile justice reforms implemented since that time have been more effective than the tough love approach suggested by less learned stakeholders.
These are kids, so there is no juvenile life in the state of Ohio. They all go back into the community eventually, and all we have done in the interim is grown, raised, cultivated a better class of offenders.
Fraternal Order of Police President Keith Farrell says no one is suggesting locking up juveniles and throwing away the keys, but he contends the safety of the victims and the community should be considered when determining if the youth should be detained.
We have to do something not only to protect those people, the citizens and the people that come to our town, but certainly these kids. We've got to intervene now.
Brown explains there is a screening process and a list of reasons why a child should automatically be held, but she adds some of the juveniles do slip through the cracks.
There's no doubt in my mind that you can pull 5 to 10 cases where it went badly, and we will take full responsibility for that. It's not a perfect system, and we're not going to get perfect results.
In Columbus, Lacey Crisp, 10 TV News.
Brown says juvenile crime has been trending down through 2019. She said it increased in 2020, likely because of the pandemic. Now, if you're noticing crime trends in your neighborhood, email us tips at crimetracker10@10tv.com.